Hello there, I'm Irene Koncilja, and this is Book Talk. Today's book selection is titled Maude by Donna Foley Mabry. I came into this world as Nola Maude Claiborne in 1893 in Perkinsville, Tennessee, a town pinned to the ground by a church spire, a Baptist church to the east and a holiness church to the west. My family was holiness, and our lives revolved around the church. That is how Maude begins the narration of her life story in this memoir written by her granddaughter, Donna Foley Mabry. It was a time before women had the right to vote, to choose whom to marry, to even get more than an 8th grade education. This was before the conveniences of electricity and indoor plumbing, the motor car, and the aeroplane. Women tended the livestock, planted the garden, made their own clothes, and even birthed each other's babies. The lessons they taught were of resilience and perseverance. Little Maude was a daddy's girl, built sturdy like him, not dainty like her older sister. But being plain by comparison didn't bother her much. It was something she had gotten used to. And there were a lot more things she would have to get used to when at age 8, her parents died in a tragic house fire and her sister's baby was stillborn. Suddenly, this 8-year-old was faced with the daunting task of caring for her ailing sister. When she got older, a neighbor boy named Connor would sometimes come over to keep her company on the porch. When he asked her what she wanted out of life, the question took her by surprise because no one had ever concerned themselves with her wants before. Timidly, she spoke of graduating high school and seeing faraway places like the ocean. But Maude's dreams were of little consequence because at age 14, she was given away in marriage to James and would live with him in a one-room cabin on his parents' property. Maude had learned early on to snatch happiness from the most unlikely places and found fulfillment as a young wife and mother. But this happiness too was short-lived when James was killed in a freak accident during a baseball game. Once again, Maude trudged behind the undertaker's wagon to the cemetery to bury someone who had given her love and security. What would become of me and my little girl? I had already been an orphan, a wife and a mother. Now I was a widow and only 16 years old, she lamented. Then a man named George Foley came to town. As he began to make overtures toward her, Maude didn't quite know what to think. She didn't really even like him much at first, but social pressures forced her to marry him anyway. And when he took her away to his home in Missouri, Maude got not only a stranger as a husband, but a surly mother-in-law as well. The wedding vows she spoke to love, honor, and obey weighed heavily on her. Would she be able to love this man? Gaining strength from her faith, she resolved to find happiness no matter how elusive it might be. Yes, Maude came of age during the 20th century, voting for the first time in a presidential election, enduring the Great Depression, surviving the war years. She bore 4 children to this man in a marriage of convenience. And as she reflected back on her long life, Maude concluded that God gives each of us a measure of happiness, and some are allotted more than others, just like the ration stamps handed out during the war. Maude, by Donna Foley Mabry, has been on the Wall Street Journal's top 10 list, is currently a bestseller on Amazon with 4- and 5-star ratings from 86% of its reviewers, and is available on a number of formats, including a new audio version, which is being translated into numerous foreign languages. Maude is a memorable book, and I too give it 5 stars. The author, Donna Foley Mabry, who resides in Sun City Anthem, is a prolific writer across a number of genres, including the best-selling Alexandra Merritt mystery series. She is also an active member of Anthem Authors, where she shares her expertise as a mentor to other aspiring writers. Until next time, I'm Irene Koncilja.
Bye.